Heavenly Father, we ask you to be with us tonight as we continue our inquiry into the mysteries of the other side. We thank you, Lord, for being with us and protecting us. We ask that you shine your bright white light of protection down upon us and don't allow anything untoward to harm us, bother us, or stay with us. We ask you to keep us safe as we continue our adventure tonight. We ask this in your name, we pray.
My name's Jody. I've been a volunteer here for a few years. I started investigating here when COVID hit. Me and Danielle, we worked together, and we got really, really bored. You couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do anything, and I always wanted to come do. They have a $20 ghost tour you can do on a Friday night. So God, I've always died to do this. So we did it. We figured ghosts don't get COVID. So here we were. So we started, and we just fell in love with this place. Started renting the house on Saturday nights. I had like every Saturday night I could get, and that's probably if you had trouble getting it, because I booked it already. And we were just here investigating. It was just so fascinating, and you'll fall in love with it. This is a place to fall in love with for sure. A lot of the tour guides will give you a lot of the history on the house. I will tell you it was built in 1856. Originally it was these 4 rooms. They were all built on one chimney because you got charged per chimney. The back staircase was the only staircase. It was the outside staircase because of tax purposes. But we're not here to talk about history because I don't care about the history. I care about the ghosts. And this place is loaded. We have 2 of our main, this is my favorite one right here. This is little Jessie Mae Saxon. She was born in the house. And her mother, Morena, who is still here, was married to Frank Saxon up here. They had their little daughter. They had her son, Franklin, who died when he was like 2 weeks old. Then they had Jessie Mae. I'm an empath, so if I start crying, don't worry about it, I'm okay. But she died of complications of childbirth shortly after Jessie was born. And it's my belief that it's kind of like a love story, and I think that's why a lot of the spirits stay where they are in general. I don't think she could bear to leave her baby. She just had her, and she was just so attached. And I believe she had a choice, and I don't think she crossed. And that's her dad, Frank Saxon. He's still here. He did not live here when he died, but he came back here to be with his daughter, his only daughter. And this is her laid out right in this room. Yeah, Jessie Mae is still here. She died when she was about 3 years old. Not sure, there's speculation she died from illness. John May, who built the house, is still here. I usually get him in this room. But Jessie Mae and Frank and Marina are very active players here. So this is the dining room. This is where the ghost tours all started. Bonnie, who was in charge of ghost tours forever, she was in here. She had a group of 20 school teachers. And she was in here telling people and this is where the family would gather to, talk about their day. They didn't sit at the TV with their iPad. And they'd sit in the dining room and discuss their day. Well, there were some coffee cups here on the sideboard. And one of them turned around and uprighted right in front of the school teachers. 10 of them hit the front door and never came back. This is the doctor's office. The house was purchased. It's the May Stringer house, but Dr. Sheldon Stringer, it was actually his wife, Margaret, who purchased the house. He was very sick, and so he never practiced in here, but his son, I believe, did. That's the main Dr. Stringer, that's his son. But there's all kinds of really cool equipment in here. There's medicines that you definitely wouldn't take these days. It's like arsenic and bottles. I mean, there's some really nice artifacts in here. This chair here, and I think this is the one that's rolled across the floor before. This one right here, with the SLS camera, I always get a guy trying to get up in the chair. It's like he can't get up in it. He's trying, he's on the floor trying to get up in the chair, and he just can't do it. They know.
I smell perfume. Is there a thing in here? Is anyone here
No,
wearing perfume?
I'm not wearing perfume. No.
I just smell the whiff of...
You will get smells here. You will get smells here.
That's why I asked.
You get perfumes, you'll get cigar smell, you'll get different smells. This is called a military room. If you have anybody who's been in the service or family members in the service, you'll get a lot of activity in here. This is Dwayne. They call him Rocky. He has certain people he communicates with more than others. But there's some really cool equipment in here. There's a field medical kit over here. It's got a saw they used to use to amputate people in the field. One of the additions. Made into a kitchen. And there's some beautiful artifacts in here, but I've always gotten a woman over here looking out the window who's afraid, like she's in fear looking out that window. There are pictures of this woman in that book on the front table in the foyer. Several people have captured her. A woman at this window looking out with a gray bun. I've never seen her, but I've gotten her, you know, on equipment with dowsing rods and everything like that. And she's always looking out that window and she's afraid of whoever's coming. Because like I said, that was an outside porch. I'm standing here. The docent was over there. My sisters were there. And all of a sudden, okay, you seeing this? It's not, hear the click? Now this door will open on gravity. I mean, if you lean it there, it's not going to stay shut.
But it has to click.
It has to click. And it clicked in my ear and opened. I was like, yes! And I didn't have it on video. How stupid is that? But yeah, I mean, I was here and like jumping on the floor and like, no, they opened it. That's really cool. And I don't have it. A friend of mine was doing a live here, and they got it on video when it opened. And he went back. He's like, "Okay, that didn't just happen." He's like trying to debunk it. There's no debunking it. Not at all.
We were talking them one time, trying to get them to open it as well, and the pendulum on the clock above
Started running.
swinging, and it hasn't been wound. It hasn't been engaged in years.
Yeah.
And
it's not moving. I was just jerking on the cabinet. So yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
This is the master bedroom. We call it James's room. James is a spirit here. He's the protector of the house. If you feel a light brushing of your hair, something very comforting, it's James. Was a World War I veteran. He was promised to a woman. He came home from World War I, decorated soldier, and she married somebody else before he came back. James, I think, was related to the Stringers. That's my feeling. They call him James because the family's still in the area. They don't let his real name out. But James was so sad that he hung himself in the house. We believe upstairs in the cupola. We'll go there. He is the protector of the house, and he's very gentle. And like I said, most women, he's attracted to a lot of the women. And a lot of times you get like the slightest comforting brushing. He really likes Danielle. This is the original switchboard from Brooksville.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot of local people come in here and they see their family names in there and stuff. It's really cool. There's some really cool artifacts in here, like this right here. That's for rural areas. It's a ballot box for voting. This was the master bedroom of the original house. And people have gotten pictures of Frank Saxon out in the porch out here, walking the porch. This is the best room in the house as far as I'm concerned. This is my little Jessie Mae's room. She's mine. I love her. We don't investigate in here, we play. We have these light up dowsing rods, and she likes pink's her favorite color, so we light them up pink. Danielle will hold them out and we'll say, "You want to spin the sticks, honey?" And she's like, "Spin, spin, spin." She spins them because they're like a toy, not like using them like a dowsing rod, but she spins them. I also bought her 1890s xylophone, and that's her favorite. So she'll be spinning the sticks. If you start playing the xylophone, the sticks stop. The second you're done with the xylophone, but anyway, so we've not set up the blocks in here. She's knocked them over 7 times for us.
And there's some under this bed here you can pull out.
Yeah, there's some blocks under there. She's also likes to have stories read to her. And there's 2 books I bought for her under the bed. One's got nursery rhymes and stuff. She loves it when you read to her. And I bought her this little doll. This is one of the oldest artifacts in the museum. She predates the Civil War. This other baby here, she's from 1920. I bought that for Jessie. That is not museum property. I've made that clear. That belongs to Jessie Mae. It belongs to, no, it's Jessie's. That's her baby. And they don't like to be called dolls. They are babies. Danielle's going to play you an audio. We had come here on Veterans Day 2 years ago. We walked by her room. I said, "We'll be back in a minute, honey." I said, "We're going to go in here first." It was Veteran Days. We were going in to pay our respects to James. And this is what we got for audio.
Thank you.
Come in here to play, listen.
That was good.
You play them again? Yep. Okay.
Come in here to play, yeah. Oh, I know I get chills. In the gallery here, if you look up, this is where we believe James hung himself,
Right there's the cupola.
right from the cupola. That step going into the attic is a little loose, though. Now, up here, you can sit on the couch up here, so,
Oh, very cool.
yeah.
We'll just have a seat there.
It's not the most comfortable couch in the world, but you can sit on it. And also, you can sit in this chair. That's Gary's trunk. Definitely the most misunderstood spirit in the house. He is a freaking riot. Now, Gary, we were here one night. Gary, let me show you how funny Gary is. Danielle's got another clip she's going to play you.
Right after they had Ghost Fest. It actually got booed by a real ghost.
We're in Brooksville, Florida, at the May Stringer House. It is March 21st, 2026. It's about a little after 10. We're starting out, our group's starting out in the kitchen. There's another group on the second floor, and Larry is monitoring all of us. We're going to start off with a EVP session here in the kitchen.
You've heard that there's a woman that sometimes is seen in here. Are you here right now?
You can hear something. Stop taping you? Stop it, please. How many people are here?
Whoa!
That wasn't nice.
I got a question for you.
How many people are here? Sounds like there's a bunch of you.
There's something here.
Tell us what you want. Freedom?
Can you tell us your name?
Is there a lady in this room other than Patricia and I?
Pretty clean.
Yeah.
background. And I keep hearing like shit and cursing.
Is the lady here and you just don't want us to talk to her, sir?
If you served in the military, what branch were you in? What branch did you serve? Did you say Army?
Is that your flight suit sitting over there in the corner? Do we have James here?
James. They call me James, naturally.
Who's this?
The lady say your name is James, is that you?
Is that this one?
Can we talk to James? There's like 4 little people, couple girls, one real trash mouth,
he just told me.
and like 2 or 3 guys.
Hey James, is that you? Did you have a Jody note when you got home? Did you have somebody you were waiting on came home and they weren't here?
Yeah.
I'm feeling you, brother. I know exactly what you went through. I had the same problem. Have you moved on from that?
We're done.
James, my name's Larry. We understand that you served our country. We're here to find out more about you. We want to honor you. James, are you able to hear us? James, can you see us? Are you able to see us? We understand that you are the one that watches over this house. You're the one that keeps it safe. Is that true? Anything you'd like to say to us? Are there any of the ladies that would like to speak to us now? Can you tell us your name? Or Lily. I think Lily too. Lily, did you hear that?
I heard that.
Did you just come in the room?
If this is Dr. Stringer Senior, cross the rods. If it's Junior, can you spread them apart? Thank you very much. Can you straighten them out, please? Very nice to meet you. Hmm? Yeah, they just want to go everywhere, don't they?
Told you.
You have a lovely home, Dr. Stringer. I'm sure you have many happy years here.
Dr. Stringer, are you married? Cross the rods for yes, pray apart for no. No, he's married. Boy, you just want to give her a big hug. Well, go ahead. If you take both rods and spread them apart really wide and give her a hug, that's what we call a hug. That'll work.
Oh, yeah, my knuckle got in the way there.
That'll work.
That'll work.
That works.
Oh, thank
too.
you.
I still can't figure out the temperature between the two. It was like 72, 73 degrees right here. This is in the 60s. And now it's 66.
When I was standing here, I was doing all my fingers. Don't wait. All of a sudden, I felt like cool air. I felt like
And then the people that got this out, they do it.
If you stay there again, I'm sure I'm back up.
Larry. You wanna talk to Larry? Who's it that would like to talk to me? You wanna talk to me, Larry?
It just popped up.
You can stay right there, I'm good. You said the Navy beat the Army? Did you like that? Was that a happy dance you were doing?
How many military guys here? Six. Or six.
Who won, he said.
Told you who won, the Navy won.
Alright, have a good night. I'm out.
Okay, it's 10:34. We're up in Jessie May's room, and we have Boo Bear in the cradle, and it just said, "Oh, that tickles." So, Miss Jessie, are you in here with us right now? We have several pieces of equipment that we would love. I can.
Like a hug?
We have several pieces of equipment that you can play with. We have, and I'm going to point it out for you because I don't think you ever saw this, okay? This is just a fun little rope thing that you can swing, see? And we got the balls, and we got a bell. So you can go ahead and play with them, move them however you'd like. We also have this really cool thing. It makes noises. So when you come, oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want right there. See how cool that is? You can make that light up. Play. Can you make them spread apart really far? Both of them? Really far. Like you giving Miss Shelley a hug. Awesome. Thank you so much. Can you put him back in the right position? You, my girl, are wonderful. You are great. Do you like us being here? Yes, do you like us being here? Thank you. Oh, you are so sweet. We love being here.
You have so many cool dolls.
They're babies.
Or babies.
They're the
We
babies.
love babies. Do
Okay.
you like playing with your babies?
No, you're good. Do you like playing with your babies? And the rods crossed, yes, thank you. Can you reset? Now, Jessie, you must have a favorite doll in here. Can you show me your favorite doll? Can you take both rods and point them to your favorite doll? Oh, okay, so there must be up here. That's you. That's Miss Tina walking through the thing. Okay. I'm going to ask you to, Shelley, if you can get up and take the rods, and we'll have Miss Jessie show you which one is her favorite.
Hold on, Miss Jessie, I'm old.
Yeah, we're a little older than you, girl. Okay.
So where do you want me to stand?
I want you to stand where Tina's standing. Okay. And what I'm going to do, Miss Jessie, I would like you to cross the rods to the one that I point to. And you can tell me if that's your favorite doll, okay? So here's the rods. And I'm going to point first. Is this dolly your favorite doll? Okay, now I'm going to go over to Miss Shelley. No. Okay, reset the rods, please. That's not your favorite. Okay, before you answer, I'm going to show everybody this dolly. Is that your favorite dolly? She's your favorite dolly? Really? I honestly thought, Miss Jessie, that this girl right here was your favorite. Is that your favorite too? No. Oh, I'm wrong then. Okay. Can I play with your favorite dolly? No? Okay, I won't touch her then. I won't do that to you because that's your baby. I can't do that. All right. Does your baby have a name? What did you name your baby? Oh, she does have a name. I knew she had a name. Am I making you laugh? Okay. I know it's going to be hard to say this, but I might put a little box on for you to answer. But is your baby's name Mabel? No. Okay. Thank you. Is your baby's name Edith? No. Okay. Is your baby's name Shelley?
Do you like to play pretend?
No. So did you see my dad? He yelled at us for being too loud. Wasn't that funny? And my mom's like, I know, it's funny. We always get yelled at from him. He gets mad at us very easily. But you know what's funny, Jessie? We don't care. We're bad like that.
Jessie May, if you go dance over by your little baby's
I've
crib.
got immediate chills right now. Immediate chills.
Yes, right over there by your baby in the crib. And you step in front of it, you make that music box go off.
Yes, right by that music box.
Do you want to be my friend?
Yes, I want to be your friend. Absolutely.
You're blurry.
I know. It's blurry. I don't know why. Yes, Jessie, we want to be your friend. We want to come and play with you. And we want to make a tea party. And we'll play with babies. But you know what you can do for me? If you can go over to that little green light over there, and if you step in front of it, it'll make noise. And you know what it's going to do? It's going to make Daddy really upset at us because we're making up too much noise.
Gary, are we bothering you?
I just never.
Gary, can you tell us your last name?
Or can you tell us one of our names? I heard Shelley. Well, thank you if you
said Shelley. I'm not trying to do a parlor trick or anything like that because we're all adults here. But just so I know, can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Can you tell me how many fingers?
20.
I took a picture with my camera looking up that window. Were you in my photo? Did I just see reflection? Yes. So then it wasn't children that I see in my picture, is that correct? That's right.
If you're in here with us, can you take Jill's rods and cross them for yes? Okay, if somebody else is in here, can you cross them? I say that's a yes.
My rod's crossed for yes, it's somebody else other than Gary.
Thank you. You can straighten them out, please.
Is there any children up here? Can you please tell Tina? That's a cool dollhouse. Jesse, do you play with that dollhouse? Oh, yes you do. Thank you. Rod's crossed to yes. Okay.
Gary, do you remember when other investigators came up here and talked to you?
Rod's went right to yes.
Thank you, but I have a point. Why were you aggressive with them? Did you not like? Sorry.
No, they were acting weird.
Why were you aggressive with other investigators? You just did not like them? You can cross your rods if you did not like them?
No, that's not why.
That's not why?
Rod's went to no.
Okay. Were you just trying to let them know that this was your space?
No, my rods are going to no.
No?
Were they being disrespectful to you?
Are you trying to say yes? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't mean to be.
No, that's... We don't ever try to be disrespectful. I know we don't anyway. Now, did you live in the attic? Was this your room? Yes. Okay, thank you. Can you reset my rods, please? Appreciate you talking to us. Can you please tell Miss Tina the word that you told Miss Jody? Because I know you know who Jody is. Tell her the word that you said into her recorder after Ghost Fest. Could you tell Tina that one, please? Rods cross the yes. Mrs. May, are you here? Or should I say Mrs. Saxon, because you married Frank, right? After your husband passed?
Downstairs.
I like holding babies. Who am I holding?
My family.
Your family. Am I holding baby Franklin? Am I holding baby Franklin?
Child. Oh.
Child. So I'm holding your child. I am so honored. Can you tell me the baby's name? I'm gonna put the baby down. Is that okay?
No.
Okay, I'll continue to hold the baby. Okay, I'm gonna put the baby down now. Baby's
Over.
Over? Okay. Are there any other children up here that would like to talk to me?
Careful.
Why should I be careful?
She.
She who?
Precious.
Oh, your child's precious? Of course she
Baby.
is. The baby. Okay. All babies are precious. But I can play with you guys, right? Can I play with Jessie?
No more.
How old is Jessie?
Grief.
Oh my God. How old is Jessie? She yells out 3. And that's how old Jessie was. Before she crossed over.
Oh.
Okay, if Jessie's here.
I heard fuck off.
Wow. If there's any children here.
My word.
Can you come sit next to me? Can you sit next to me?
Really?
Yes, really. I want to start playing with you guys. Fact. You know what I'm going to do?
More.
More? Yeah, I'm going to get more. Just that I'm an old lady. I got to take my time moving things.
Her back hurts.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does hurt. Can you tell me?
Shelly, can you hear me? Shelly.
Found.
Yeah, Shelly. Did I tell you that?
So she can't hear anything. I said, oh my God.
Identify.
That's why I was asking, because
Yeah.
people might say, oh, she's too close in the room.
Okay, kids. I just put this jar in the middle of the thing here. Can you come sit around? I want to see if we can get this to light up. Is there anything, Tom?
Catch.
Catch? Can you take my rods and point them where you are in this room?
We were.
Both of my rods went to my right, pointing towards the bed that's behind me. That's not perfect.
Shelly!
My eyes are burning. Like,
Oh, your eyes are burning?
yeah, just burning and watering.
Right now?
Yeah.
How long have you worked here?
They were able to see you open up that little door on that cabinet. Could you do that again for us?
Yes.
Are you making that key 2 meter with the green lights go up? If you are, can you bring those all the way up to red?
Tom talking in the background.
What was your favorite meal to cook?
Is that them? Or?
And the EVP session.
How long have you worked here?
They were able to see you open up that little door on that cabinet. Could you do that again for us? I heard bells or what was that?
They were able to see you open up that little door on that cabinet. Could you do that again for us?
Yep. It said no.
Why don't you want to open the cabinet door for us? Is it too hard? You can't do it? Tom talking in the background.
What was your favorite meal to cook?
Close session.
I thought it was Debbie, and that's like the third time, the fourth time. Could it? I thought it was.
Can you repeat your name again that Larry heard?
We hear you, but could you please repeat that name? I thought it said, but if it wasn't Debbie, I'd sure like to know who it was.
Nobody said Richard.
Tina.
Tina, that was clear, yeah.
Thank you. That's my name.
Are you cursing out my friends? Are you saying nasty things to my friends?
Answer that.
Answer that?
I would really like for you to impress us by making the light go off, the bell go off, the ball, whatever that is. Something. I mean, what can you do?
Lily, are you here? Lily, were you an officer in the military?
I am. Did she just say yes?
Lily, were you an officer in the military? Can you repeat that?
Was found on their property and the owner, Lillian, donated them.
Wow.
When we were up here, when we walked through earlier, my friend Shelley, who was sitting on the floor, got very emotional. Can you tell me why?
I saw you spike that. Can you do it again? How many soldiers do we have in this world? I have so much admiration for you. You have awesome.
Thank you.
Down. Jump in.
Yeah, buddy.
What do you say? Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
buddy.
How many different branches do we have in here? We have the Navy. We have the Army. I'm sorry. We got some Confederate soldiers in here.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Okay, thank you for
Okay.
your time.
Yeah, thank you for speaking with us. Can you go tell my friend Shelley, who's on the floor in the military room with headphones on, can you tell her that I'd like a cup of tea? Can she tell you? You tell her what kind of tea you have. Or just tell her tea. Why? Because I'd like a cup of tea.
to Lily, whoever Miss Lily is.
High profile.
Okay, Miss High Profile. Can you please tell her?
Parlor. Hanger.
No, I think she said hanger, like airplane hair.
Oh, a hanger?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, yeah. What type of airplane did you have in the hangar?
We had it.
All the cameras are down?
Did you just turn off all our cameras?
Kick them back up?
It's okay. Can I help a woman?
Yeah, turn the cameras back on for us.
Terrific night, guys. I was really proud how everybody got everything set up. You ran like a well-oiled machine. Lee, I'm getting tired, I guess. But
You're driving there.
I'm driving. But we got a lot of good stuff. Thank you to our hosts,
Thank you.
Jody and Danielle.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much for sticking with us. Yeah, we're so happy that we got to meet you guys and actually enjoy this really terrific building. We had some good stuff happen tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to go over stuff on quiet time. For those that don't know what that is we spend the first 10 to 15 minutes of every investigation kind of getting used to the venue, everybody kind of getting in sync with the vibe of the venue, and if they have any thoughts or anything comes to mind, regardless of what it is, they write it down, and then we look at it at the end of the investigation in order to see if any of it correlates with evidence that we collected. So, this first one here, Jessie Man room, saw women in high neck shirt and long dark skirt just watching, saw men digging in ditches. Okay. And once again, these are just thoughts that came to mind. Doctor with dark hair, round metal headband. Abdectomy, dark pain, mostly, is that dark pain?
Yeah.
Mostly gentle, respectful feeling. House pulsing with life. I think we've pretty well determined that after the night. Addict, dark curly hair, thinks he is funnier than he is. That sounds like Gary. Thinks he's funnier than he is in the attic, okay. Doctor with dark hair and round metal headband, like the doctors used to wear the reflector.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one I got here, and this is, I'll mention this is from Spanky. 2 girls and 1 boy chasing girls upstairs to the attic. So Spanky, you, as the lead guy, why don't you go ahead and take over here and kind of discuss what you guys got tonight.
Okay, my group, we started in the kitchen area, and right off the bat, the portal, we had multiple people talking to us. Couldn't keep up with it. And the thing was, they were talking over multiple bands. It wasn't just one band on the portal, on your ghost box.
Explain what that means a little bit more.
Well, we're scanning radio frequencies, and a lot of times a station will lock in, and usually that's a radio station. With this, it's over multiple stations that we're getting the same voice. So it's more or less, or it is, a spirit talking to us, and not the actual radio. James, and there was like 2 or 3 other names. We also had kids talking to us tonight. We didn't get that much on the second floor. We did with the rods, but not so much the portal or doing the SS method. We tried that even in the baby room, because I read the stories, a couple stories, and with the rods, we got answers to questions. Did you like that story? Did you not? The funny thing was, I did three blind mice. She did not like that story, so don't read that one to her.
And I asked her, I was like, does it scare you? And she said yes.
Yeah.
She always says broke, like I think it's like the 3 bears, Goldilocks. And whenever I started reading her the Goldilocks story, when they broke the little chair, she would out, broke.
Oh.
It upset her. Yeah.
Because I did King Solomon and another one, and she liked those. Yeah. But she didn't like 3 blind mice, because at the end they cut off the tail.
Oh, yeah.
So she didn't like that.
If I could interject Lily a little bit, I heard Lily, and then I heard it a second time, and then I think even you guys got a little bit later, and then I found Lily and Muller donated some things to the museum here, so Lily and Lily, could that be a connection?
We did get a little bit in this room. I can't remember what exactly it was, but we got a little bit in this room.
Oh, the temperature.
Oh, yes. Have you ever had temperature changes in this room? In certain spots? Well, tonight, at first we thought it was because he was laying down. Okay, but Tom said, no, it's cold here.
I
He
remember.
was coming up a couple steps here into the carpet going, because he was getting something. Oh, he was doing numbers. He was doing numbers 4, 10. And he came up and he goes, it's cool here, it's cool. Is there air blowing through or anything? So we all got temperature guns out to start shooting.
When you said he was at numbers, you mean how many fingers are
How
on?
many fingers holding up and things like that. Well, I was getting like in the 60s everywhere around. And he said it was cold. I was getting heat. It was like 74 in the one spot where he was talking about. So it was the opposite with the actual temperature gun. And we got the flare out, I believe, and we didn't see anything. And same with the, did we get anything tonight with the SLS?
I got something upstairs. When I first went up to the attic, and I got a little bit of it on recorded, but I didn't catch all of it because I'm trying to fumble with my hands. And yeah, there was one SLS hit up in the attic for me anyway.
And you had an SLS hit.
A few. So here, remember in here we got the Air Force,
Yeah,
right, off of the
off the portal.
portal.
When you say you got the Air Force, what do you mean?
We heard Air Force over the, and it wasn't even, we weren't even asking about it.
And the
It just came
reason
out.
we got that, I believe, because he was in that room. And I said, hey, Darren. And next thing you know, over the box it said Air Force.
And I heard it in there. I was with the camera.
Were you
SLS.
looking at Air Force?
I was in there, yeah, I was in there looking for,
Well,
you know,
Darren
with the
was
camera.
in the Air Force.
No, his name.
Oh,
Well,
or Navy.
I was in aviation, in the
Aviation.
Navy, yeah. So I was in there looking, heard it, came back in here, and so the portal was sitting like right about here. We had the tripwire out here, and I got a pretty good, it didn't last very long, a pretty good signature on SLS right here.
SLS right here.
Oh, okay.
He got it on camera.
Okay, good, good.
So we got that, and then I've got what I mean, I hate to say this just because I don't like to speculate that deep, but I feel like there was a little one messing with me in the hallway and on the bed in James's room. In the hallway, right as you're coming down the stairs from the attic, and there's that little table on the right-hand side at the bottom of the stairs. I got like like the size of a 3-year-old, and then it just disappeared. But it was like peeking around, you know. And then we were in James's room. We were talking about.
Was this on the SLS camera?
On the SLS.
Okay.
I didn't get it filmed. I was trying to get my phone out to film it. And then we were in the James room, and we got to talking about Jessie.
Yeah.
And then on the bed, like she just popped up like that.
Right on the bed.
Looked like she was peeking from.
On the SLS.
Yeah, it looked like she was peeking around the one of the posts of the bed,
Oh, wow.
on the bed. And then I tried to get the camera over there to get it steady, and then gone.
Yeah.
But it was, again,
That's what
3-year-old
happened to
size.
me upstairs. It was gone so quick. I couldn't.
Yeah. That was my 3 shots.
The dowsing rods in James's room, and we asked, I forgot exactly how I worded it, but like, are you sick of everybody talking about what happened, your sadness and all that other stuff? And immediately the rods went to yes. Like
And we-
immediately, like
We
stop
changed
talking.
the topic.
We changed the topic and.
And he kept talking to us.
No, when we started, we did an EVP session, we were up in James's room, and we had it going, and I asked, you know, what year is it? Can you tell us what year it
Oh,
is?
yeah.
And EVP came back and says, no. So it said no. We also did an EVP session down in the kitchen,
please open up this cabinet door for us. And again, same voice that was in James' room came through and said,
And I heard both of them, and I could attest it was the same voice.
Tell them what happened to you upstairs with the baby.
we were up in the attic and Shelley was doing the Estes method on the machine. And I'm sitting there and she goes out, take the child or hold the child. So I go ahead and say, okay, I'll hold the baby, I'll hold the child. And then she yelled out baby. And I said, oh my God, my arms are freezing. And I'm like, is there a fan above me? Is there something, is the window, is the air conditioning something? I know it's cold up there because it's cold out, but it was really cold. And he had the SLS and he got it and he said, there's nothing behind you. And then I said, can I put the baby down? Can I put the baby down? And she yells out, no, just like that. But then I said, okay, well, since there's kids here, I said, I'm gonna play, I have my little cat ball, I put it in the floor, and I said, we're gonna play around here, come sit by me. So he has the SLS camera, and I said, well, I'm gonna get the ball and play with you. So I go to reach for it, I'm like, ah. I said, I'm an old woman, I'm sorry, and I put it on there, and then Shelley yells out, she has a bad back.
Now,
And I do.
Now, I want, when you're yelling these things out, we call it the Estes method. What is that exactly?
It's basically the same as a spirit box, but I have headphones on the portal, and as it's scanning the frequencies, if I hear words or sayings, I speak them out.
And the earphones you have are noise canceling.
Very loud. I can't hear anything going on. Can't hear her questions, and I close my eyes about, so I don't see anything either.
And I had asked, I asked if Jessie was there. And I said, Jessie, how old are you? And immediately she yells out, 3. There was no time to, it was 3.
And how old was Jesse?
3.
When he died? When
When she died,
When she
when she
died.
passed, yeah. It was 3.
Excellent.
It was really interesting to me.
Jessie May's room, the activity we got was with the dowsing rods.
Oh, yeah, right, I forgot about that.
And she gave me a hug. We do the hug thing where you take them and give me a hug and they, go all the way around. Answered the yes and no's, but I went off of what you guys said, how she likes to twirl the things. So, I said, well, can you show me what you like to do? And sure enough, got it going all the way around. It was pretty cool.
And we also, I said to Jessie, Shelley was holding the dowsing rod. I said, can you show me, I'm going to point to the doll, tell me which one is your favorite baby. So I'm videotaping on here. So I went, okay, I'm going to point and then I'm going to go to Shelley. So then you answer on Shelley. So I point to the first doll. I said, okay, this is the first doll. I said, hold on. Okay, tell Shelley if that's your favorite baby. And it went to no.
Meaning the rods.
The rods, yes. Then I went to the second doll and I said, is this your favorite baby? And I said, wait. I went and looked at Shelley and they immediately crossed to yes. And then I said, okay, well, you must have more than one favorite baby. So I said, what about the third baby? And went over there and they went immediately to no. But Boo Bear was up there, Boo Buddy, whatever his name is. He was up and he kept going on.
Now, he did a couple of times, he said, oh, that tickles.
Now that's interesting. Now, so with the Boo, have you guys seen the Boo Buddy?
I have 2 Boo Bears.
Okay, Boo Bears, yeah. So, it asks a lot of questions, but when it says that tickles, that means somebody's touched it. So
And that happened a few times.
We had a laugh.
Yeah, we had a laugh.
Okay.
It giggled. I don't know if the Boo Bear giggles.
Boo Bear does giggle.
Okay. But it did giggle once or twice.
And then your camera, the camera.
Oh, we were up in, I call it
Communication.
communications room, and I'm videotaping the old telephone. And all of a sudden my camera went out of focus. I'm like, look, Tina, come look, it's out of focus all of a sudden. And next thing you know, my screen goes black, my camera turned off. I have a full charge.
Now, while we're mostly from female, but I heard more, I'll just say vulgar language than I've heard in a lot of places, and we kept getting it tonight. And I'm going to tell you something, that ain't radio.
But let me tell you, when we were up in the attic, we didn't get any vulgar at all. It was downstairs in the kitchen when I was hold the bed.
That's where we got all our vulgar.
But we did get up there, get out.
Twice.
Yeah, get out twice.
What were you, when you were in the kitchen and you were getting the vulgar, what, were you AM or FM?
It was on FM.
And was it male
or female?
It was a male. I feel.
I heard female.
We had a female.
I feel FM
is more frequencies, which allows them to speak better than on AM. Because when we had it on AM, we hardly got.
There's more stations now.
Exactly. So that's why I think we're getting a lot
Well,
more.
guys, it's about 2 a.m.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else got anything they want to add? Because this is a really.
One thing that it just dawned on me when Jill was talking. When we were in the attic, we got to a point where we kept hearing a woman talking, and it sounded exactly like Jill.
Really? There's doppelganger action there.
Because I brought it up and she goes, "You're right. That
It
sounds like
sounded
Jill."
like Jill, and that's when I think we started to realize that even though we were asking questions, we think you were getting our answers on the first floor.
They didn't get the names though.
They didn't,
but
well,
they
that
got
was
down.
something,
Yeah.
we did say later on, I said, oh, can you say this over the portal?
Did you ever tell it to say Lillian?
No. We asked you to say Spanky, but we also at the time didn't know if you still had the portal on.
We never got the name Spanky. We always we got Tina 2 or 3 times.
Well, the
over
funny
the
thing
portal.
with
Because
that
we were
is-
asking Gary
Yeah.
who was your favorite.
Oh.
And
you're beautiful.
She's
flabbergasted.
Maybe
We
because I
did.
called
We did, we asked you, who is your favorite girl?
That happened because I asked Larry, I said, "How long ago did that happen?" He goes, 5 minutes ago. And I said, "That's about when we asked the question."
I'm not gonna tell you what they call Darren.
All right, guys, yeah. Great job tonight. We got some great stuff. But thank you again, ladies, for staying with us tonight. We're looking forward to coming back to visit
Yeah,
again.
definitely come
And we
back.
extend the invitation for you guys to come on over and investigate with us on the. So with that, guys, great job. We'll do our parting prayer now if we take minutes, so take a second. Heavenly Father, we ask you to be with us as we travel home. We thank you for taking care of us during this very informative and exciting evening. We ask you to shine that bright white light of protection down upon us. Don't allow anything to come home with us. Nothing is allowed to leave with us. It must stay here. We ask you to keep us safe in our travels home. We ask you also to watch out for Jody and Danielle as they travel home and continue to watch over this beautiful house. Thank you for the opportunity for us to be here tonight. We say this in your name. Amen.
Amen.